My name is Judith Mendoza, and I am going to speak about anxiety today. What is anxiety? We may think about it in a way that is negative, or that is a negative thing or a bad thing that happened to people. But in reality, anxiety is a mechanism of the mind. It helps us in our daily activities, in our tasks, our goals, getting things done in our daily life. Anxiety can also be characterized as eagerness, keenness, desire, longing, yearning, but also worry, concern, apprehension, fear, nervousness, stress. It can also be characterized for feelings of imminence, or when something is going on and we are uncertain of the outcome. All these things are feelings that we may feel, but it helps us to do things in life, to get things done. So anxiety is a mechanism of the mind that helps us get things done. Now, when it becomes a disorder, that's when the problem is. There are some anxiety disorders that are categorized as generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, specific phobias. Fear of people is one of those phobias. Agoraphobia, selective mutism, social anxiety disorder, social phobia, which it could be the same as fear of people, and then also separation anxiety, when the persons become separated. And so this is cataloged as disorders, as mental disorders, and then it can also affect the body, the physical body. Some physical symptoms that we may feel due to this anxiety getting out of control may be that we experience fast heart rate at times when unexpected, at in terrible times. Something maybe like tachycardia. Then also our body extremities, like our legs, uncontrollably moving. Nail biting is something that we may do in order to find easiness of this anxiety, or because we're thinking about worrying. Also, we can become irritable, uneasiness, and uncontrolled worry can happen also. Feelings of being on the edge most of the time. Difficulty concentrating, because we're concentrating on what is worrying us. And also sleep disturbances, because we can't fall asleep if we're worrying about something, and we actually want to do something about it. So what to do about this? If we first, we have to be aware that we're going through it. So being aware that we're going through it, being aware of our bodies, what is happening in my mind, what is happening to me, to myself, to my body. Organizing our thoughts. Organize your thoughts. Is it true? Is there evidence for the fear, worry, or uneasiness that you're feeling? Sometimes we want things also to go our way, and we may start adding things that are not reality, or they are not real, and we may exaggerate what's going on, and this can cause anxiety. we can lie to ourselves. So it is important that we separate the facts from fiction. This will help us with anxiety a lot, because we don't want to be thinking about concentrating on something that maybe didn't happen, or maybe we're adding to it in order to find answers, because that's what the brain do. The brain looks for information, look for answers, and when we cannot find the answers, then we start making them up. So it is good that we know what is true, what is factual, and then eliminate anything that you have no evidence for. Then how often do you feel this way? Does it include other symptoms? If you find yourself immersed in anxiety, then at all times, uncontrolled, then you need to visit your primary care physician. Our bodies are composed of different systems and organs that work together, and also we have chemicals and hormones that make the body work, and the brain, along with the food that we eat, the nutrients, the minerals. So if there's any imbalances or deficiencies, then our body's going to suffer, in our brain, in our mind, and the way that we feel. So it is good to ask your doctor, your physician, to check for deficiencies. TSH levels, or T4, T3 production, thyroid stimulating hormone. It's important to have that checked if you're feeling this anxiety. Another thing that is very important to check is the hormone calcitriol, or better known as D3-25-hydroxy, which is known to us as a vitamin, but it's actually a hormone once it gets into the body, and actually has to be intaken with magnesium. Magnesium oxide or citrate activates the D3 in the body. Our cells, or all our cells in our body, have sensors for this vitamin or this hormone. If it doesn't have it, then it's going to malfunction. We are going to feel anxious. That's one of the first things that we can tell, among other things that these can cause if it's deficient. Then the body does not produce omega-3, magnesium, melatonin. So those should be taken, not melatonin. Melatonin is produced by the body, but magnesium and omega-3, they not. So they should be intaken and with food, or with supplements. If you have enough calcium in your body, then also avoid intake of calcium. Something else to check for is diabetes, glucose, blood sugar levels. This is not something that is usually done, but you should ask for it. You may be diabetic and you do not know it, and then therefore your body organs are suffering, and anxiety is one of those things that you will feel. Also check your cholesterol levels. Do you have high cholesterol? That also can implicate things, and if you're diabetic, then also cholesterol need to be checked. Balancing time. Our time management is very important in our health. Exercising, eating better, and eating at least 3 times a day. In the morning time, breakfast time, food is the most important. And what we eating better, eating. We need the nutrients from the food in order for our body to function. So when doctors are telling you to eat healthier or to eat better, eat vegetables, that is the reason why they're telling you, because our body needs it. And then also time management when it comes to family, work, personal leisure time, school, and spiritual matters. So if anxiety is part of a chronic mental illness, such as schizophrenia or ADHD or autism, then you should consider taking supplements with your doctor's recommendation. So ask your doctor first if you are in taking prescribed medication, which should come first. But prescribed medication is not nutrients. So if your body is anxious, if you're anxious, your mind is anxious because of imbalances in your body, hormonal or chemical, or you have deficiencies, then your medication will not remedy that. You'll still have to intake and check your levels, your T4, T3 production levels, your TSH levels, and the hormone calcitrol, which is the vitamin D3, which if you work, if you're not in the sun, exposed in the sun every day for at least half an hour, practically naked, you're not getting vitamin D3 in your body. So intaking food, it's good, but usually it doesn't supplement what the body needs. So the best thing to do is intake every day supplements for it. But again, and vitamin D3 should not contraindicate with any medication. Or magnesium. Magnesium should be taken along with vitamin D3 because it activates vitamin D3 in the body for it to function properly. So this is what I have in regards to anxiety. And again, my name is Judith Mendoza. Thank you for listening.